Hey, good morning, everyone, and welcome to Wednesday morning, the first day of October. In the pre-market this morning, we see some selling in stock index futures and crude oil, while gold is making a new all-time high this morning, and we've got Bitcoin trading higher on Wednesday morning. Now, we do have non-farm payrolls coming out at 8:15 this morning. That isn't a government number. So we may start to lose the government numbers as the week goes on and as the U.S. government shutdown goes on as well. And of course, we've got energy inventories coming out at 8:30 this morning. That could affect the energy sector. Now, the TSX closed just above the 30,000 level for the first time ever. It did poke through that area last week. Now, gold was up yesterday. It's up again in the pre-market this morning. Gold stocks closed higher on Tuesday and may continue to move higher on Wednesday. Now, crude oil generated a sell signal yesterday. This is the USO. We did hit the 78.13 level. And if you had an order in up there, congratulations, you got to lock in some profits. Now it is time to sell crude oil. And the iShares for the TSX energy sector are back on a sell signal as of Tuesday's close. We do have Baytech and Synovus and Imperial Oil back on sell signals. Now, Imperial Oil, of course, is Exxon, and Exxon had a bad day yesterday, and that put some downward pressure on the energy sector on both sides of the border. We did not get a sell signal for the S&P Energy ETF. We're on our second day of a sell signal for Chevron, and then there's Exxon down the last 2 days in a row and back on a sell signal as of Tuesday's close. Now, looking at the VIX, if we look at the seasonality of the VIX from the low in July, we were expecting the VIX to trend higher into the month of October and then peak during the month of October. But so far, that has not happened. And sometimes what happens is we get a time shift. And I was expecting that in September. It didn't happen. So we're certainly not playing into the seasonals in 2025. Now, since the month of August, I've been talking about the fact that we're not going to be watching this chart for buy and sell signals because we're down at a level in which the VIX probably won't go any lower. I thought it would get down to the 1250 level, but it stopped before that level. And as you can see, the stock markets continue to move higher while the VIX has not continued to move lower. So we're watching the Flypaper channel. We're also watching what the pros are doing with the major VIX ETFs. And so far, the pros have not taken control. If they were to take control, that would be a sign that investors are looking for portfolio insurance, and they probably have some now, but they're going to increase that portfolio insurance by buying buying options, and that is going to cause the VIX to rise. And we have no indication of that happening on Wednesday morning. Now, a subscriber asked me why I haven't mentioned any of the leveraged ETFs recently, and I really don't have to mention them. Remember, they are mimicking the other major indexes. So when we look at the iShares for the TSX 60, which we track every day, there's what the 2X ETF looks like. So if there's going to be a sell signal in the iShares for the TSX 60, there's probably going to be a sell signal for the 2X ETF. And of course, once we get that sell signal, we'll be looking for a buy signal in the bear ETF, and that, of course, has not happened. And then looking at the S&P 500 ETF, the SPY, there's what the 3X ETF looks like. And of course, if we get a sell signal in the SPY, we'll probably get a sell signal in the 3X ETF as well. And then we'll be looking for a buy signal in the bear ETF. Now, last week, we were able to trade above the upper channel line, but we did not close there, so it did not generate a buy signal. We got one blue dot down here, but no continuation to the downside for the stock market and to the upside for the bear ETF. So it's not only the stock market major indices, but it's also uh, the sectors as well, and the commodities as well. Is I don't have to talk about the bull and the bear ETFs because when we're looking at the iShares for the TSX gold sector, you can see what that looks like, and there's what the 2X ETF looks like. And of course, at some point, we're going to get a sell signal in the bull and a buy signal in the bear, and that is not happening on Wednesday morning. Now, for the last year or so, the stock market has been very top heavy, especially the US market, where there's a handful of technology stocks have been pushing the market higher day after day. In Canada, that list is a little more diversified. Five of those top 10 stocks at the moment are banks. And then we've got a technology company, Shopify. We've got Enbridge. We've got a gold stock in there as well. So a fairly diversified list. On Monday, we got a sell signal in the CIBC. That came back a little yesterday, but still on a sell signal. The TD Bank hit a new all-time high yesterday, poking through the 112.50 level, which was the top of our projected trading range on the daily charts and on the weekly charts. This chart is from last Friday, and 112.50 was the top of our range. So we hit that yesterday and then pulled back. We, of course, can create a higher set of price projections if the market wants to continue to move higher from here. Now, Shopify is coming into Wednesday on a sell signal. So we traded through the upper trend line yesterday. A close above $150.39 would give us a buy signal on Wednesday. But from what we're seeing in the pre-market this morning, that might not happen. Now, looking at the U.S. market, it's all technology stocks until you get down to the bottom of the list here to Berkshire Hathaway. And so it's really the AI bubble that is holding this market up. And if that bubble starts to burst, that could certainly be a concern going forward. Now, we are seeing a couple of these stocks start to break down. We've got Alphabet back on a sell signal here. We've got Broadcom on a sell signal, and we've got Meta on a sell signal at the moment. What's holding us up? Well, we've got Apple still doing well. We've got NVIDIA making a new high yesterday, and we've got Tesla still trading above the upper channel line. So those stocks are certainly holding this list up at the moment. Okay, folks, that is all for this morning's presentation. So far, it looks like we're going to see a little selling at the moment. It is certainly not enough to set off any major alarm bells, and so we may just see some profit taking going into the first day of October. Enjoy the rest of your day. Next time you'll hear my voice is on Thursday morning.
Thanks for tuning in until the very end of today's stock market timing educational video. If you found the content valuable, don't forget to express your support by hitting the like button, leave a comment, sharing with your friends, and subscribing to our channel for more insightful updates. Remember, in the world of stocks, timing is crucial, and following the trend can be your greatest ally. If you would like more information on how we can help you better time the stock market, please visit theuptrend.com.